Julian Nagelsmann pulls out of the run-in for Chelsea manager. He literally pulls himself out and tells Chelsea, I'm not interested in the job. There are a bunch of PR articles coming out now saying Chelsea are rejecting him. I'm going to tell you the truth between what happened, break everything down, and guess what? It looks like either Vincent Kompany or Mauricio Pochettino are the front runners. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and to say that I'm a little bit disappointed would be an understatement, because the reality is this managerial hunt is going topsy-turvy. 1 minute it's Enrique, next minute it's Nagelsmann, now it's Pochettino or Kompany. What the hell are we doing, Todd? But Iqbali, what are we doing? Please, I need someone to explain this to me, because evidently the notes I have here are just giving me a mess. They're giving me a story and an image of an organization that doesn't know what they're doing. But we're going to be objective, we're going to be calm, and we're going to listen. That's what you're going to do, at least, because I'm going to break it down for you. But all I ask for is a quick like button, so do it right now, because you will forget. Number 2, subscribe to the channel, because you're enjoying it, you made it this far. And finally, follow me on Instagram. That's where we can build the community, and that's where you guys can send me your quick fire articles, what you want me to talk about potentially. More importantly, any football related questions you can ask me. So let's get on to that. So I'm sitting and my phone's blowing up. My phone is literally bing, 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 bing. I'm like, what's going on? What happened? Well, Fabrizio Romano dropped an exclusive. Fabrizio Romano's exclusive is that Julian Nagelsmann has pulled out of the running of being Chelsea manager. He pulls out of the running for one reason and one reason only. There were critical points in the interview process that they disagreed on. Chelsea and Nagelsmann, they disagreed on it. Well, we've got Fabrizio coming out with that, and then Ben Jacobs gives us a little bit more detail. Apparently, Chelsea's qualms and queries here were that his age was a major issue. They don't believe he is old enough to demand the respect in the dressing room, which I think is nonsense. And number 2, there are rumors coming out that they viewed him very similar to Tuchel. And this worries, because now I am worried. Enrique, apparently, they didn't see eye to eye with. He had certain conditions that were not going to get met. Number 2, Nagelsmann, certain conditions that are not going to get met. Tuchel, too combustive. Tomorrow I got a video on why Tuchel really got sacked. Make sure you get subscribe to the channel, because that video is going to be a blockbuster. And finally, and this is the one that really irritates me, these two are the outstanding candidates. All due respect to Vincent Kompany, who's just a baby in this game at this moment in time, to Mauricio Pochettino, very good manager. But Enrique or Nagelsmann are the jackpot managers at this moment in time. If you start looking at the mixture, the ingredients we have to bake up a good club, those two are front and center. Yet Chelsea have opted to destroy relationships with them. We've been consistently hearing the same thing over and over again. Verville wants Nagelsmann. Stewart and Thing are impressed by Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann is interested in the Chelsea project. And now we get this bombshell dropping. But let's get into the next stage. What happened? How has this arose? Well, number 1, 2 managers are linked to the club. Number 1, we're going to start with Pochettino. Apparently, Pochettino really impressed Todd Bowley in a presentation. The interview that they had, Pochettino went above and beyond in the sense that he literally pulled his pants off. He literally said to him, I'm the man. You're going to love me, you're going to give me all the money, and we're going to build a successful team. And that's essentially what must have happened in that room, because it's coming out now by reliable sources that there were 4 managers on the list that were getting interviewed. Number 1, Nagelsmann. Number 2, Pochettino. Number 3, and this is a big one, Vincent Kompany and an unnamed manager. We don't know who this guy is. We don't know who the unnamed manager is. No one's mentioned him. My thing is, he's someone employed. He's someone that's coaching at the moment, doesn't want this to come out. And the reason he doesn't want this to come out is because he doesn't want to burn any bridges where he's working. Apparently, they love the fact that Poch managed at Spurs. So he's got Premier League experience. He knows how to work on a tight budget. He knows how to operate within the constraints of a system under Daniel Levy. And for me, this really worries me, because what this tells me is they want someone they can control. They essentially want an individual that's going to come in and literally dance to the music of their beat. And that really irritates me, because the manager is meant to have an element of control, an element of demand, an element of connection to the fans. Poch doesn't have that. Poch doesn't have, in my opinion, the it factor to tell them, listen, we're doing this. And that really in the long term is going to bug me, because it's evident Eghbali and Bowley want to have way too much of an imprint on this club. And this has really exemplified it. If you needed a magnifying glass to grab it and look closer to it, you're seeing this. And this is the reality of what you're seeing. They wanted Potter. Potter gets sacked because of fan pressure. Then there's a whole interview process that's dragged out. Once the interview process is dragged out, Viville wants wants Nagelsmann. The other two, we don't know who they want, but they're doing this whole interviewing process. And all of a sudden now, Viville's opinion doesn't matter here because Bowley wants Poch. So why did you hire Viville? Why is Viville at this club? Why is Viville working for Chelsea Football Club at this moment in time if he isn't leading the way and the direction of the project? It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And it really stinks of a lack of professionalism. It stinks of amateur hour. It stinks of arrogance. It stinks of a lack of cohesiveness within the structure that they're trying to provide us with. The idea of everything is so holistic. Everyone is so in sync. Everyone is so organized, and we're so transparent. We communicate with everything. Bruv, you communicate, but then the same people make the same decisions. The same people. It's always Bowley and Eghbali that will make the decisions because the money comes out of their pocket. So you essentially just hired 3 yes men, and you want them to basically say what you want to hear. You don't want them to give their opinion, because if they do give their opinion, you're just going to say, no, I'm going to do it my way anyway. So why the hell are you hiring them? Now I'm going to rant about Vincent Kompany, because the reality is, who is Vincent Kompany to even have a sniff at the Chelsea? This is Graham Potter 2.0. But if anything, it's worse because Graham actually put in the hours and the due diligence to actually manage in the Premier League to earn this job. Because for me, Vincent Kompany failed at Anderlecht. Then he went to Burnley. He's had 1 year. 1 year. It's not even been a year. And all of a sudden, yes, he wins what's it called, the championship. Implements a very good system, a good style of play. But yet, all of a sudden, you want to tell me Vincent Kompany is qualified for the Chelsea Football Club job. What have we become? Didier Drogba said it best. He's not recognized in our club. I don't recognize my club. I do not recognize my club. Who are we? Vincent Kompany does not have the CV to warrant to apply for a job. Have you ever applied for a job and you know the requirements to become that, get that post are not, like, you don't have the facilities for? Yes. And guess what you do? You don't apply. But Chelsea have made it an open free for all. Anyone with a little bit of pizzazz, come on. You want an interview, give it to you. If you have a nice presentation, we'll give you the job. That's literally what it's getting down to. It stinks, it makes me upset, and more importantly, this is the most important part that really boils my blood. We're losing our entity. We're losing our style of we hire the best in class. I don't understand what we're doing. You want to buy the best in class on the pitch. You want to hire the best dinner lady. You want to hire the best chief executives. Hire the best damn manager. Hire the damn best damn manager. What are you doing? You're going after the bottom of the barrel of good. You're not even going after the great managers. You're going for bottom of the barrel good. I'm sorry, Vincent Kompany is not qualified to actually interview for this job. Like, don't piss me off. Because now, what I'm scared of is they're not going to give it to Poch. They're going to go give it to Vincent. Because they're going to be impressed with the way Vincent Kompany talks. The way he eloquently can express himself and persuade them that this job is actually, and the thing is, I watched him on BBC Match of the Day. I watched him during the World Cup. When he speaks, he sounds like an amazing person to have in your dressing room. He sounds perfect manager sentences. Like, the way he was talking about his philosophy, it sounds amazing in theory. But in practical, he's not ready. This is a jump. If Potter struggled, I promise you now Kompany's going to struggle even more. Stop it. Enough is enough. For me, they're literally trying to do something that hasn't been done before in English football or in football in general. They're trying to get the next best thing and they're trying to build with him, but really they're not. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, tune in tomorrow because tomorrow's video is going to be amazing, right? Why Thomas Tuchel got sacked. When you hear this, you're going to understand why it stinks. Absolutely stinks. And you know what? The news is very good. And I'm going to break down what happened today in more detail tomorrow, because I know there's going to be more information that comes out. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. Peace out. I'm out.